Welcome back to Wichita's Biz That Is, and our guest today, Pete Schrefferman. I'm Tim Witzman, president of the Wichita Independent Business Association. And Pete was kind of talking about some evolution of the Wichita Independent Business Association, and in some ways the death of an old plan, the old insurance plan. And I don't know where you were going from there, Pete. But.
Well, with the insurance plan was going very well, membership was way up, and so we were occupying a building that the city owned on what is Water Walk, and we knew we were going to have to move out of there. So we started looking around for a new home, and as I say, income was good with all the insurance programs and so on. We were getting a little commission off of that, and membership was up, so we took a big step and built our own building on the corner of Waco and Central. Great location, great building. Mm-hmm. But then between insurance evolving away from individual programs and the economic downturn in 2007, 8, 9, the membership fell way off in the organization, and we couldn't support that building the way it was. So we were forced to sell the building, and under your leadership found new quarters, well located in downtown, and have gotten into other areas to support the organization, and I'm doing fine.
Have you seen an evolution in the political representation side? WIBA does have two.
Yeah, we have two very good lawyer lobbyists in Topeka. Actually,
we had to say something good about lawyers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, that's enough.
no, keep going.
No, they do a good job for us. They're two very personable women who have been up there for several years, know the system, know the people in the Capitol, and they do a good job of representing us. My feeling when I was running the Government Affairs Committee at WIBA was that we could benefit the members more if we would try to make it an educational process and try to educate the members more on what's going on, how the system works, and so on. It had a few successes, I suppose, and didn't go as well as I would have hoped it would. You just, a certain number of people are interested, and a lot of people aren't interested, and they say, well, that's fine, you're doing fine, just you take care of that for us. Mm-hmm. So, but as I say, the lobbyists do a good job for us. Sometimes I wonder if anyone is going to change the legislators' mind sometimes when they get set on certain things, but certainly the lobbyists get us the ear of people. When we go to Topeka, we can usually get a meeting with someone if we want to. And we do go up, and you in particular go up and testify, but various members have gone up. I've gone up and testified before committees of the legislature.
Well, you made a good comment about part of the problem for small business people is they are so tied to that business. Many of our members are small, and I get people who hammer me about, well, you got to get more of your members to like healthcare meetings or something else. And I try to explain to them, they can't do that.
That's right.
And that's why a WIBA has some value. If you can get people to understand that, somebody is representing the interests of people like that.
Yeah, but as you say, people, they don't have time. Small business people as a whole, in general, don't have the time particularly to take a day to go to Topeka to meet with someone or talk to someone. We can generally get people out when those legislators or government people come to Wichita, and we have events where we specifically invite the legislature to a luncheon and get our members there. We call them face-to-face meetings, and we discuss with them our feelings about various issues, and and get feedback between the two sides. So.
Tell me what's different. What has changed from '81 to today in terms of just that whole political scene and how you see things?
My impression is that the current people in the legislature, and I hate to say generalities because there are always individuals who are different. But as a general rule, I think it's harder to communicate with some of the people in Topeka. They don't solicit our thoughts sometimes as much as they used to. Now they may be asking our lobbyists, and we're not aware, but although the lobbyists will come to us and say they want to know about such and such. But I don't think they're as open as they used to be.
Yeah, I can second that in that my experience in the past was we get a lot more calls asking for information.
Yeah.
You know, what's this mean for Sedgwick County? Can you give me any numbers on what that would happen with taxes or something? And on both sides of the aisle, that was the case. And now on both sides of the aisle, far fewer questions.
Yep. Yep.
Do you see anything else in that political area that's different? Or what I see is just the dynamics of the way things are done. At one time, to be honest, you go up there, and a lot of things were done over drinks.
Yeah.
And I don't see much of that anymore.
Well, I think, in my mind, it's not good, but I think the state legislature seems to be acting a lot more like the national Congress, that one side doesn't want to talk to the other side. As you say, it used to be that when business was over for the day, they'd
right.
go have dinner together, go have a drink, whatever. And I'm not sure that there's as much of that goes on today.
Yeah, I'm not personally convinced that the smoke-filled room didn't have certain value.
The smoke-filled room definitely had certain value, and really the smoke-filled room envisions parties, political parties, which is kind of more like it is today, I think, where what we're talking about really is the open
right, the ability
affair
to talk across the aisle.
where people are out in the open and just maybe meeting casually and how's your family and that sort of thing, as opposed to all the political posturing and positioning and so on.
Well, on that note of collegiality, it's probably time to wrap up this session of Wichita's Biz That Is.